January 2nd? Is it? I think so. 31st, January, yeah, I think the 1st and 2nd. Yep, January 2nd as well. I'll see you next time. Okay, so.
January 1st is a Wednesday.
Yes, so that's the reason why we're having this on Thursday. Okay, so theory was page 6 and 7. Let me check that. Okay, good, is correct. Whole nose is good. Okay, this is not right at all. This part.
Which one?
I'm gonna make it colorful. This part. First of all, it's a bass clef.
Oh.
But even that,
Oh,
this would not be A even for treble clef. So you will need to redo this. Okay, got it. So
Oh,
let's see.
I did.
You did it,
Yeah.
but this one is even for treble
Yeah,
clef
I
is not
know.
correct. You see that, right?
I was
So,
gonna erase it and then I got something.
but you still need to, and you don't need to draw them in such a perfect way. You can just make like circles. You don't have to make this part thicker, right? Because it takes too much time. Sharp, C sharp, D sharp, D sharp, B flat, E flat, A flat, E flat. Yeah, here you did in bass clef, so that's good.
Yeah.
Eighth notes, whole notes, half notes, quarter notes. Whole, and half. Very good. Perfect. Yeah, so I'm not putting check mark because I still need to do
Yeah.
this one. Alright. You need to finish this one.
Oh.
Okay. So 7, the speed of a song, right? 3 is slow down. 6, yes. 5, yes. 8, yeah. 4, yeah. 2, and yeah. And this correct. Okay, so again, I'm not putting check mark. You see just one little thing. So, but we're gonna move on to the next 2 pages. So let's see what you will need to do here. On page 8, they give you this, the middle line, the one that is. Why do you think they made this thicker?
Cause they want you to go from the middle line. Oh, so if it's below the middle line, then the stem goes up, and it's above the middle line, the stem goes down.
Yeah, exactly. So they wanted to make this very obvious, right? So naming the notes, it's bass clef, and don't forget to put them in the right way.
Yeah.
Treble clef, same thing. Here we have intervals. Okay, so we have.
Oh, like how much the notes are apart.
Yeah. So what do you think this interval is?
5th.
Oh, good. So I think I know what to do. Just practicing on your scales. Okay, here, as you know, every major scale has exactly the same pattern. It consists of whole steps and half steps. You remember?
Whole, half.
Whole,
half.
yeah, whole, half,
Yeah.
whole, half, right? So, and we want to make that true. So, G to A, is it a whole?
Yeah.
A to B, is it a whole?
Yeah.
Now we need a half. So, B to C, is it a half?
Yeah.
Okay, so here it is. Now we need a whole. So, G, A, B, C. C to D, is it a whole?
Yeah.
Okay. D to E, is it a whole?
Yeah.
E to F, is it a whole?
No.
So where do we go?
F sharp.
F sharp, here it is. So you're gonna make that, connect the dots. And then here we have G major scale, so you will need to put the sharp,
Sharps.
one sharp in this case, onto the scale.
And then write whole.
Yes, exactly. Then you're gonna do the same thing for
Wait,
D major scale. So you'll figure out how many sharps we're gonna have. You'll put those sharps right here and do the connect the dots. Right here you need to write what will be next or in between. Sometimes notes, sometimes rests. Right here, this is actually, as you're writing this, you're memorizing it.
Okay.
So here we have a C major scale. As you know, we have no sharps, no flats. So you're gonna do the same thing. C, and then C, and C here we have G major, we have 1 sharp F. So you do, and then you memorize it, exactly, so you memorize it as you go. Now we'll play either A or B. You're going to tell me what I'm playing without looking at the keys, and then the same thing here. You know what to do here, you know what to do here, right? And circle the intervals, fourth and second in your pieces. You don't need to do that, but I would like you to acknowledge the presence of those intervals, okay? So you can hold on to the book. No, you can look at the book. You actually have to, right?
Oh,
so, and then A or B?
B.
And next one? This is very, very easy. Of course, we're going to be doing things that are way more advanced later on. Okay, so you have a little bit of finishing on the previous 2 pages. So page 6, 7, 8, and 9.
6,789.
Okay, so all right. Okay, so what we have, we didn't play Vivace last time, so maybe let's start with that.
Okay.
That would make sense, right?
Let me find. So the first 4 sections are both hands together, and then the next 4 sections are hands separate.
But that was the week before.
Yeah.
So if we don't play that during the class, you can take a next step. Remember that? So, because sometimes we just can't cover everything, as you know, right? So remember, you can take a next step and proceed in playing both hands together. Same thing as let's say it says separate hands. Yeah. You can start combining hands together, or if it says just to work on first 4 sections, you can proceed to the next part.
Okay.
Pretend that you played it during the class.
Okay.
Okay. So you're still going to be playing both hands together, even if you don't try. It's just going to be a little bit harder for you. And we all together have 8 sections here. Okay. Yeah. All right. Something correct, I'll be marking down right away so I won't forget. Okay? So we'll be able to see if I. Okay. Try to fix now. It's actually not a good idea. So play exactly the way you play. Otherwise, I won't be able to find this. Okay. Good thing I was marking things down because there are lots of mistakes. Okay.
Fingering.
Not just that, some notes, some rests here and there, right? And we're not talking about musical details, which we should, okay? So, is section 4 through 8, 5 through 8 much harder than beginning?
No.
So you could have easily put that both things together because it's pretty much the same. Okay, right?
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, we're traveling to different key here, but other than that, the same pattern. Okay, let's try it again from the beginning. But tell me about the musical ideas because I didn't really get any of that because the only thing what you did, the rhythm was fine. There were no problems with counting. The notes were mostly fine. There were a couple of mistakes here and there. Mostly it's the same thing, yes, that you kind of did throughout the thing. And then chord at the end, maybe it was just a one-time thing.
Yeah.
And then here, there was something weird going on. But tell me about that because I didn't hear any music at all. No shaping, nothing at all. So, but that's what I kind of would like to see you adding because especially when things are marked, right? Can you tell me what kind of goals are you setting for yourself when you practice? Either you practice separate hands, for this, of course, this particular piece. Can you tell me?
I practice separate hands.
Okay, and?
My left hand, my right hand.
What about it?
Is bigger than my left hand.
Was it?
No.
Not at all. You play them absolutely the same way. Okay. So the question is, when you were practicing at home, were you even thinking about that, or you kind of tossed that idea away, and then you thought that you will do that later on once you feel comfortable with the notes?
I think I knew that my right hand was supposed to be louder.
Yeah, but that's what I'm asking you. Either you were working on creating the balance, or you thought, oh, I'm gonna learn the notes and rhythm and other things, and then I'm gonna be doing that.
I was trying to do that.
Okay, how much bigger melody should be compared to the accompaniment?
A lot bigger.
Be more specific. If you, let's say we have on a scale of 1 to 10, because that's kind of easier way to.
A 10 and a 2.
Okay, what was your ratio? What do you think? The way you played it?
A 3 and a 3.
I think so. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. So when you practice at home, please ask yourself, because the thing is, this kind of things, if you are not doing this ratio, if you're not constantly, analyzing what you do, it becomes a habit. And if it becomes a habit to your ear, it sounds just fine. To everyone else's ear, every musician's ear, it doesn't sound fine. It doesn't at all. Okay, because it's like, okay. So what else you should be trying to do? Because there's like 0 details in your playing. So what are the details that, and then you might be, thinking, okay, I'm gonna get my notes under control. I'm gonna get to make sure that I'm doing things correctly. My counting, my rests, my fingering. I want to make everything perfect, and then I'm gonna add the details. And then some kids do that way, right? I usually insist, especially kids who are not beginners, trying to incorporate as many things as possible, because what I'm asking you to do, this is like really minimum. There are gonna potentially we can do so many more things. Okay, I'm asking you at this point while you're learning the piece to do just kind of very basic stuff that is very important to do from the first step, again, because it's related to our muscles. Other things, if they're not related to our muscles, we can add them later on. Things like balance, correct fingering, which is actually not details, but just playing correctly, right? Short staccato, smooth legato, which actually also was not very, not clear to me, all right? Those are the things, like U shapes, this kind of things. Those are the things that everything that is muscle related should be done right from the beginning. And that's the reason actually why we're playing separate hands. That's the main reason, to really establish clear technique details in each hand individually. In this case, it's pretty easy because left hand doesn't do much. It's just there. You just need to play it quietly. So all the attention to right hand. So when you were practicing on right hand, were you setting goals for yourself? Were you trying to do any of the shaping, very short staccatos, breathing, U shapes, those dives, that kind of stuff? Or you just mostly played the notes and nothing else?
Pretty much just the dive stuff.
It wasn't there. So, and then that's the other thing that I see that a lot when kids think that they're doing it, it's just not enough. Okay. So, and again, because it's related to our muscles, it's better to overdo this, because this needs to be played really fast.
Yeah, probably.
It's very difficult to add these kind of details as you get to faster tempo once everything is memorized. So we're training our muscles in slow tempo while we're learning. And it's good to exaggerate that. So when we get to fast tempo, our muscles already know what to do.
Okay.
Okay. So let's see. And of course, many kids who've been playing piano for years, they already know that. This is just kind of, I give them like certain parts to learn that they're trying to incorporate many things, right? Those who are introduced just for the first or second time, they're still learning how to learn the whole process. Okay. All right. So let's try it again. Do you practice by small sections? How small the sections are and
small.
Okay. All right. So let's pretend that pretend you're at home right now. And I'm not here. I'm not next to you, right? And you are practicing on section number 1.
Okay.
And let me see how you practice. What's the process of analyzing? What kind of goals are you setting for yourself? And always say out loud, what are your goals?
I don't say them.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying right now, right? So, but it's actually a good thing. Sometimes, do you look into your notebook? And not everything is written, right? So it says right hand melody, big, bright, left hand accompaniment, light, shaping, and marching fingers on 8th notes. Okay. So, and then lots of things are in the music, so you might want to look there for the answers. Okay. All right. So pretend I'm not here, and I would like to see you're practicing on section 1.
Okay.
So I won't be guiding you through this. I just want to see the process.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure.
Can I interrupt?
Yeah.
I really don't understand what is it you're trying to do. So if this is how you practice, that explains a lot. Okay.
Okay.
Because I don't see you addressing any of the things that are marked there. And it's very interesting how you were somewhat working on fixing this note.
Yeah.
You played it once correctly, and then you started playing again the old way. And then, so you played once correctly, and then after that you played 3 or 4 times with incorrect note again.
I did?
Yeah, and that's actually very interesting to me because, okay, can you take a look at this as this? Play it even as a chord. Next one. And then, that's the one we changed, right? So analyze, kind of take a good kind of look at this and see where we are here, right? And what do we do after that? And perhaps you might want to just do 4 measures, not even the entire section.
Okay.
Okay. So can you play right hand? So you didn't get to, I thought that first what you're going to do, you're going to play right hand and to make sure you do everything correctly on the right. Because left hand is very easy. The only thing you just need to make sure you're playing the notes correctly right here on this part. Other than that, out of 4 times, 3 of them are like this. And only 1 is like this. That's all you need to do on left hand. And playing very lightly, right?
Okay.
Most of the action is here on right hand. Can you show me the best possible way where you would, let's say you're grading yourself and you want to play so well that you're going to give yourself 5 out of 5.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. Just 4 measures. And then not just doing kind of right, but pretend that you are demonstrating to your students and you're trying to make things very obvious. Okay?
Okay.
All right, let's do that. So would you want your students to use 4th finger here?
No.
No. Let's make sure that you show this exactly the right way. Now, can you show me how would you like your students to play this part? Is this one short or long?
Short.
Okay. Okay. Did it sound like a really short staccato and light? Because it's So not just, this is how you play it before. That's not dive, that's not staccato. Right? Can you tell the difference?
Yeah.
Again, right hand. What do we do when you have 16th notes? It says here in your notebook.
Marching.
Marching, right. I actually wrote like 8th, but I meant like 16th. Okay. When we're diving, should we dive in a pinky like this?
No.
Here we go. Again. Good. Well, we're working just on the first 4 measures, right?
Okay.
So stick with that and make sure that you do everything really, really well, right?
Okay.
Do we have this part somewhere else, and were we using different fingering? I don't see that, right? So we use this fingering. So that was just your initiative, changing this to 4th finger. Let's stick with this because that's what we do everywhere else. Okay. All right. Show me again.
Okay.
What do we do? Okay, let me demonstrate to you.
Okay.
Good. Very good. Good. Okay, can you tell the difference between the way you were playing before and now?
Yeah.
Huge difference, right? Huge. Okay, that was just 1 time. How many times need you play like this?
7.
Okay, go ahead. What is your goal on 16th notes?
Marching.
Exactly.
Oops.
Think, always think. and what's the difference between this half and this half?
This part.
This part. Can you play just this part, and then you'll be ready to, and then the left hand you'll over. Right, the first time you play, there were no even attempt to lift fingers. At least to me, as your listener, it looked like you were just playing, barely touching. Well, if it says to lift fingers, marching fingers, you should incorporate that, okay? And so that's why, it was very interesting for me to see how you practice, and you're missing pretty much everything that I would like you to include, okay? All right, so tell me about the left-hand second half of this section.
Yeah.
So what do we do here? So what's the difference between this and this?
These two.
This is part of this guy.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then here's the second half, right?
Yeah.
So what's the difference between this half and this half?
These two are, sorry, this one is, this one and this one are different. Right. But other than that,
they're the same. Exactly.
They're the same.
Okay, all right. So, are you ready to combine hands together?
Yeah,
okay.
I guess.
All right. We're lifting. So now you're making new mistakes. 4, then you for some reason use third finger. That's probably the worst possible combination. 4 and 3, because these guys don't communicate that well.
Okay.
All right. Which finger does it say? Okay. Okay, you're forgetting some stuff. Go back. Yeah, one more thing. Ask a lot from yourself. Don't be easily satisfied. Like, it's pretty good. As I said, 5 out of 5.
Okay.
Like the best. If you feel like you cannot do any better. Like this is absolutely best staccato, best dive. So that's what ask for yourself, okay? Look, isn't it how you do other things? When you do your homework, you do dance, right?
Not as often as before, but yeah, still.
Okay, swim team, right? You do swimming.
Yeah, I like swimming.
You like swimming. Okay, so when you had swim team, the what's it called? Meet, right?
Yeah.
Right. Do you do you try like your best?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to find something where she's asking like to do like 100%, where you feel like there's absolutely no way you can do better than that. And it could be just little things. Let's say you drawing something. Do you like drawing?
Yeah.
Let's say you make a card for your mom.
Okay.
All right. I'm pretty sure you're gonna try to do absolutely your best.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. And there are lots of things in life like this. I mean, everything pretty much. Your homework, and it could be things that we're working on or something for pleasure. Let's say we're cooking.
Oh yeah,
cooking.
I made something today.
Okay, all right. So what did you make today?
These little like pastry puffs.
Did you put all the ingredients?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
This is just like that, except that you forgot
to
put.
Cookbook.
Okay, so here we go. You could compare this to cooking, except that the first time you played for me, I would say 70% of ingredients were not there. Can you imagine you're making, let's say, soup?
Okay.
Okay. Well, the water was there.
Okay.
And maybe salt. That's it. You forgot
A
to put
potato.
vegetables. There was no meat. There were no other herbs. I'm not sure how good it's gonna taste. Just the water and salt.
Salty water doesn't.
That's not a soup. I mean.
I've tried salty water before. I don't know.
Okay, right. So let's cook something here.
Okay.
And we need to put the best ingredients.
Okay.
I would like you to start thinking that way. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Let's start. Ask the best ingredients.
Okay.
everything related to muscles is so difficult to fix. So you have to be thinking ahead of time. Now, as you do that, do you feel like your right hand was 5 times bigger than your left hand?
No.
Here we go. What would you give yourself? Where 5 is the best.
4.
Yeah, I would give you 4 as well. Why would you would not give yourself 5? What do you think was missing? What kind of ingredient was missing?
Dynamic.
Exactly. You forgot to build right here, right? Yeah. Good. But there are no mistakes. Fingering was correct. The notes were correct, right?
Yeah.
And I think you could have a little bit more fun with this bounce.
Okay.
Bounce. Bounce. It's like plunging into the water. Okay, let's try it again. Too late. So the thing is, if you fix that as you go, that's not going to work, because the problem is that you're forgetting how to get from here to this one. See that? So once you're already fixing, after you played it, that's too late. You need to know how to, yes, you need to know how to get from this B into this C. Okay, again. Lifting was not as much, and also your right hand did not sound, especially on this part, it was not 5 times bigger than left hand.
Yeah.
Again, they were pretty much the same. So this would be at probably 3. I would give you 3.
Yeah.
Okay, let's try it again. And we start right away with, oh, this is so bright. This one's so much brighter. Can you tell? Right. Start right away. We start with 16th note, so lift your fingers.
Okay.
Here we go. That was much better, but you made a mistake. At least you know that you made a mistake.
Yeah.
So this is how you should practice on the entire piece.
Okay.
Okay, how many sections do we have together?
8.
Okay, can you imagine how much better you'll be playing if you actually spend time on one section a day? That's doable.
Yeah.
And doing everything that is required.
And actually, there's only 6 sections because 2 of the sections are repeated.
Exactly. There are so many repetitions, so it's actually not going to take much time. In a way, it's a shortcut to successful playing.
Yay!
So, but you have to ask a lot from yourself.
Okay.
You know, I think, and then after you do this, then we can take a next step. You'll be memorizing, and then we're going to start playing faster and adding more details. Trust me, there are so many more things we can do. These are just basic stuff. Okay, so, and I'm glad that I checked how you practice. It answers, you know,
a lot of questions.
A lot of questions, exactly. So that's why it's not efficient. Even if you play one section, but you're playing without specific goals, you're not accomplishing much. Okay. So vivace. I'm not asking you to memorize because you specifically need to play with looking, because you need to fix all those mistakes. Okay. So how many sections we have?
8. Pretty much 6. Not counting the repetitions.
With looking. Practice small sections, but you know what I mean, right?
Yeah. One section. Just one.
Yeah, but you have to take it apart and ask yourself what your goals. Okay. So you need to get 5
out of 5.
Out of 5. Okay. 6 mistakes. So what kind of things you should be asking from yourself?
The diving, the U-shape, the dynamics. I make sure I'm playing the notes right, and fingering.
How about melody and accompaniment?
Yeah, the 1 and the 10.
Mm-hmm. Shaping, lifting fingers. There's lots of things.
Lifting fingers, marching, marching, marching.
Yeah, because you're pretty much missing everything. Okay. Staccatos, that kind of diving, U-shapes. By the way, the good thing I marked down, like there were a couple of parts where you were just absolutely were missing legatos.
Yep, like that one.
Like this one, and there's another part, right? So there are 2 of them. Also, fingering here was completely incorrect, and because of that, you couldn't connect it. Okay. Fingering is a big thing, and I don't know, you missed a lot. You noticed that, right? Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
Do you read your notebook?
Yeah.
Each time when you practice?
Yeah.
Do you have your notebook open as you practice?
It open next to me.
So I would like you to, because this time I listed things as you practice, and each section or even half of the section, check. Okay, I got this. So check every.
I usually put it here.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I hold it and then I put it here.
Okay, so make sure just you see it really well. Okay, we spent most of our time on this.
Yeah.
Let me check what exercise 25 by memory.
Okay.
And 26 of by memory. I can ask you to play just probably one exercise.
Okay. Let's go with the
25. Mm-hmm.
Let me find 25.
So quality is very important. Okay. Marching fingers, lifting them, and then rest. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Let's do it. I'm gonna stop you right away because you started with marching fingers and then you already lost it. That's it. You only played with marching fingers here for one section. Remember, this exercise is designed specifically to address our muscles, to train them. So if you don't do that, the whole point of playing this, we're not playing this because of the beautiful tune, right? There's no really beautiful tune, right? So, but then the whole purpose of this, ram, pa, 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 pa.
Okay.
Again, you have to ask yourself, what are you trying to do? And then you forgot this U shape, by the way.
Okay.
Okay. Let me ask you again about the lifting fingers. You're a little bit substituting this with the kind of marching wrist. It's about the separation. Ram, pam, 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 pam. So we will have individually each finger played. Okay. Where did it go? Where's the marching? It's gone?
Marching?
Yeah. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Okay, it's gone. There are a few notes, not few notes, few groups of notes that you just played. You played like this. The whole idea. It needs to be 100%, so stay really, really focused. Okay, again. You can play slower if you want to. Shoulders down, marching. That's better. Every single finger. Yes, of course. So make sure it's not your wrist working, because there's no really, it doesn't help us with anything.
Okay.
We don't need to be working on our wrist going up and down. It doesn't do anything. this much, right? And just kind of keep an eye on this, okay? Shoulders down, relaxed. So trust your fingers. And we have rest. Keep on doing. Keep on doing. Rest. Of course. Yeah, you were holding this one. You were holding this one.
Yeah.
Okay. Obviously, I'm pretty sure this is not how you practice it. I don't think that you played all of these notes with truly marching fingers. I'm pretty sure, because if that's how you're practicing this, we play the way we practice. It's simple that. So, if you play 7 days a week, sometimes lifting, sometimes not, then that's how you would play. If you practice like this all the time with lifting fingers, then you come here and you play it, and it's already there.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So nothing new. Okay. Set specific goals.
Yeah.
All right. So I really would like you to approach it in this way, and that's what you only need to play one small part, but you need to do everything with the best quality. Okay.
Yeah.
So when you go to, I don't know, restaurant, do you expect good quality?
Yeah.
Well, hopefully that's if you go to a clinic,
Yeah.
you probably, we're always hoping that we're gonna get a good doctor who's really gonna take care of us, right?
Yeah.
When you go to school, you hope that your teacher is gonna try her best, his best, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And hopefully the teacher is not grumpy today.
Yeah, but yeah. What about, even other things? Let's say, drive across the bridge.
Yeah.
We certainly hope that
The bridge doesn't fall?
exactly. So, those kind of things.
Okay.
So everyone should be trying their best in whatever they do.
Okay. That seems fun.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that's not always like that. That's why probably there